Good evening, everybody. We are on day 9 of the 10-day Sculpt and Tone Challenge. It has flown by. I can't believe we're already on day 9. And tonight I'm popping in to talk to you a little bit more about how the Backstage membership could help you. I'm going to talk about how it can help you, exactly what's inside Backstage, and how it's delivered, how that program is delivered to you. So if you are a busy woman who is feeling completely overwhelmed and juggling everything on a day-to-day basis, and you really want to focus and commit to getting your health back on track and your fitness back on track, then Backstage is the program for you. If you want to weave fitness into your daily life and start to feel more body confident and in control, and stop the procrastination, the overwhelm, and the excuses not to do something because you simply don't have the direction to do it. So you're not entirely sure what to do, when to do, and how to do it. Backstage takes all of that away and it's done for you. My name is Sarah Aspinall and I'm the founder of Breaking Ballet, which is a unique online ballet workout program for busy women, and Backstage is my membership program. If you're watching, please say hi so that I know I'm not talking to myself. Hi Faye. So your current reality, before we actually get started and talking about Backstage in depth. So let's have a little look and try to understand where you might be at the moment. So if you're a busy woman at the moment, you might be struggling to find that sort of me time, any time for yourself. You're being pulled in many, many different directions. Your attention is being taken up by children, work, parents, friends, household chores, to name but a few of the things that we juggle on a daily basis. And sometimes we can get really frustrated with ourselves and question why we're not prioritizing ourselves. Why am I not able to do this? Hi Rhiannon, hi Alison, thanks for joining me. But it's a fact that habits can be hard to break. I'm not going to lie to you and say that you'll join Backstage and overnight you will be a changed woman. That's not going to happen. You need commitment to it and you need the right attitude. But habits take time and you have to accept that there is no quick fix. I am not about the quick fix. My program is not about the quick fix. This is about incorporating healthy eating, the correct mindset and workouts into your daily routine. But we go steady, so we change the habits slowly. We change them on a daily basis so that you're not getting overwhelmed and frustrated with that. And you know that the habits can be hard to break, but on top of that, sometimes we have all this negative self-talk going on as well. Hi Alicia, hi Jackie, thank you for joining me. And that negative self-talk is really damaging, and we all do it. If you've ever heard yourself saying to yourself, why can't I just get a grip? What's wrong with me? I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to that. Let me know if you've ever said that to yourself. I have many times, still do. Perfectly normal, because you just get frustrated with yourself. And what then compounds that is when someone else might comment on top of that. So that might come from, it might be a flippant comment from a loved one about, sort of questioning your priorities, or, why aren't you doing it? Why are you messing about doing that? And you keep complaining about it, but you're not doing anything about it. That's not helpful. And we've all been there. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining us. But I realised years ago that if I were to channel my energies instead of channeling it into worrying all the time and all that negative self-talk and trying to work out how I was going to fix this problem, if I channeled that in to focus a little bit more on my goals and what really mattered to me and why I wanted to do that, then I was going to succeed. And you know, worrying takes an awful lot of energy up. But women are strong. We are really resilient. We are really strong. We deal with an awful lot on a daily basis. You can just imagine, you know, if you were to tonight say to your husband, I've packed my bag, I've decided to go on holiday for a week, bye, and you didn't leave any instructions, everything would fall apart. I mean, respect, you know, this is a generalization. There are some amazing men out there as well who juggle a lot. But women are particularly strong and we're resilient. However, we still have this negative self-talk that goes on. And we know we're strong in many, many aspects of our lives, but for some reason, we're not always focusing that strength towards our own well-being and prioritizing our health. And sometimes that's because of feelings of guilt, you know, just thinking that other things are more important than us, trying to juggle too much and we're at the bottom of the list. But at the end of the day, if we don't look after ourselves, then the whole thing is going to fall apart. So, you know, nothing is going to make you feel better about that situation if you're currently feeling like that than taking action. And I'm sure you've done that before. I'm sure you've got into a position where you thought, that's it, I'm going to do something about it, and you've taken action, but things haven't quite worked out. That's where Backstage comes in, because this membership, it's different to other programs. You don't arrive in Backstage and there's a library of workouts and it all looks pretty, and it does look pretty, but you know, there's not a library of workouts and you just say, right, okay, what do I do first? Which level am I supposed to be doing? How many am I supposed to be doing? What time of day? How long should I be doing it for? And you've got all these questions. That won't happen when you come inside Backstage. Not least because I'm going to walk you through it, but it's a step-by-step process. So if you watched my last video on Sunday, that was all about the success path inside Backstage. So if you watch that, you will know that that step-by-step process is available to you, and I encourage everyone to go through that. Not everyone needs it. Some people do just want to pick and choose workouts. Backstage is the action that you need to take, but it also then supports you through maintaining that and being sustainable with your efforts. I am very hands-on inside the membership. I don't disappear once you sign up. That's why I close this membership and I only open it 3 times a year, because in between all of that, I am focused on supporting the members. So that's the opportunity that you have now, because enrollment to Backstage is open and lots of ladies have already joined me. And excuse me, you know, there are lots of ladies that are on the same journey as you, lots of ladies that will be joining and having to put the effort in to work to change those habits. And it's not easy. You do have to put effort in, you have to be committed, and you have to have the right attitude. But that's why we have a mindset toolbox in there, because sometimes, you know, we kind of swerve off that a little bit and start with the negative self-talk again. So there are strategies inside Backstage to help you with that and to keep you on track. So let's just see. Hi Angie, hi Carol. If anyone's got any questions as I go, please do shout. I'm happy to answer any questions. If as I'm talking you haven't understood something, please let me know. So let me walk you through exactly what is inside Backstage. There is a video that walks you through that you will be receiving. It's like a tour. It's the tour video from Backstage. But when you arrive in there, it's designed for busy women. So you're not going to come in there and have 1,001 things to do when you first start and have to commit to hours on end each day getting started. I know you're busy. I know you have other things going on in your life, but this needs to be done alongside that. And it's structured in such a way that it is broken down into step-by-step basis. So there are 3 different hubs inside Backstage, and I have shown you this in a previous video. This is the pathway to balance that we use, and you can see that there's a workouts hub, a healthy eating hub, and a mindset hub. And this shows that there are different stages. So this stage on the outside, getting started, that's the first stage, and you're working towards coming into the middle to find balance. That's at stage 4. So those are the 3 hubs inside Backstage. Catherine, quick question. Can I ask if there are 10-day programs as an example when I join Backstage? I find this keeps me on track. I love a personal challenge. Okay. Keep listening, Catherine, because I'm going to talk to you about that. People love the structure of the 10-day challenge because you're getting an email every single day and it's something to follow and you don't have to think. You're just clicking a link and you're doing it. Keep listening, Catherine, because I'm going to walk you all through that now, exactly how it's delivered. So when you arrive in, you navigate to the workouts hub, and in there is the welcome section, the kind of getting started section. So there's a tour of the membership site, so you can watch that, so you get a overall picture of what's in there, where to find things, and how it's structured. So that's really helpful. There's a little section, a bit more information on me, and then you are invited to take a new member assessment. And that assessment, it's just 3 multiple choice questions. It's really easy. Once you complete that, you then receive 3 emails. The first is in relation to workouts, and it tells you where on the path to success you are in relation to your workouts. So you might be anywhere between stage 1 and stage 4. Then you get 2 other emails, same thing in relation to healthy eating and mindset. And you might be at a different stage for all 3. But you might be at stage 1 for all of them. And you're then sent to a video which walks you through exactly what happens in that stage. So already you know where you are, where you're going to start, and you follow the action steps inside that stage. It's prescriptive. If you missed my last video on Sunday, please go back and have a look at that. I walk you through the success path and tell you what the action steps are and how that works. So you follow those action steps. You then move on to do the QuickStart workouts. So those are the technical videos that are going to walk you through things like correct posture, how to get natural turnouts, positions of the arms, positions of the feet, core control, attitude position, and arabesque position, because we use those in some of the workouts. And after each of those 5 technical workouts, there is a workout for you to then apply that knowledge immediately. So those workouts, that's where you start. That gets you up and running. It gives you a really good understanding and basis from which to then come and join us on the monthly calendar. So you will see the monthly calendars inside this section, and those calendars are graded. So you can see there's different colours on them. As a beginner, and you will be told where you are on that depending on which stage you come in at. As a beginner, you follow the orange workouts. As an intermediate level, you do the orange and the green workouts. And as an advanced, you do all of them. So it depends where you are. But the reason it's set up like that is so that no matter where you are, no matter which stage you're at, everyone's working on the same calendar. Because if you're a beginner and you're doing one workout and there's someone else that's been in for a while and they're advanced and they're doing all of them, you've both still done the same workout. So you can both still talk about that. So you're not feeling left behind, you're feeling inspired by the other people, and we're all working on the same page basically. So it's a nice and cohesive way of doing it. So those are the monthly workout calendars. There's a section in there with all the workouts. So if you are already thinking, I don't need a plan, I just want to do my own thing, all the workouts are in a library there for you to go in and pick as you do what you like. So all the workouts are available. Nothing is drip fed inside this membership. You have access to everything when you join. Challenges. We do a challenge every month. It's the first week of every month, and we do a 5-day challenge. And July is an inner thighs challenge. So again, you are directed to that challenge, and you know exactly what you need to do every single day for those 5 days, and everyone's doing the same thing. So those challenges are really good fun. It brings everyone together. There is a prize for every challenge. We do a prize every month. And there are also some group classes in there. So I have filmed some of my local classes with the ladies in there working alongside me, and lots of members really enjoy those because you can hear the moans and the groans. It feels like you're in the room with the ladies working with me. It's just a slightly different perspective, and yeah, it's just a nice way of, you know, just having a different experience basically. There also is a section there with the Breaking Ballet programs. So as part of the membership, you get the 8-week Breaking Ballet signature course that is in there. That is woven into the calendar, so you will experience some of those workouts. And you also get the 5-day Ballet Abs Challenge that I ran in January. And I am also going to work on adding the 10-day challenge into that section, into the Breaking Ballet program section. So that will appear as well. So I think Catherine asked me about that. So that will be in there reserved for the members, because of course those workouts disappear on Thursday, but they will be in there reserved for you. There's also a centre stage section in there, and this is where we feature members. So that member talking about their experience, their challenges, their goals, their, you know, wins, everything. And this is a really nice way of us getting to know each other a little bit better, but it's also really inspirational. And also you can relate to some people's challenges. So yeah, I've been through that as well, and I'm so pleased to see that she's come through it. Maybe I can too. So that's a really nice place, and I hope if you join, you will feature in there at some point. And then once a month, I do a live class. And the live class, I can see you, you can see me, it's very clever, and I can correct you. I can correct your posture, I can tell you to drop your shoulders, I can tell you to breathe because I can see if you're not. So that's really fun as well. So that's once a month, a live class with me, which is great fun because you get to meet the other ladies as well. So that's the workout hub, that's what's in that hub. In the healthy eating hub, you know, it's important. The reason that the healthy eating is in there, because we've got to try and combine the two. This is not a fat loss program. I'm not about fat loss. However, if you're increasing your muscle mass, you're increasing your metabolism, you know, weight is lost, but that's not our focus. The healthy eating is healthy eating. It's not like Slimmer's World. We're not cutting things out completely. It's natural, healthy eating, and inside this hub, I've tried to make it as easy as possible for you to make those changes. And so, to start with, there are some quick start guides. So when you first join, we focus just on breakfasts, and we get that one nailed first. There's quick start snacks, healthy drinks, and there's an eating out guide, because I know sometimes that's when the wheels can fall off a little bit. So there's a guide in there just showing you, you know, what things you need to look out for when you're eating out. There's also a quick start meal plan as you progress. Excuse me. And that meal plan is brilliant. We used it last month inside Backstage. That was our challenge last month, actually. We did a 5-day healthy eating challenge, and it was really good, and the ladies really enjoyed that. So that's all in there just to get you going as well. There are getting started recipes in there. There are healthy eating action steps, there are recipe bundles, everything that you need to make life easier. All the meal plans, all the quick start guides have shopping lists, recipes to tell you how to prep. It gives you the menu for the week. So if any of you bought the Back on Track meal plan for this challenge, it's in a very similar format to that. So you'll be familiar if you bought that. Then the third hub is the Mindset Toolbox, and this is where we work on this. Because if we are not focusing, if we're not working on the mindset, the other two things just fall away. This is really important, and a lot of the time is responsible for people quitting and not progressing, not getting the results they want. And I'm sure if you have ever tried to get on track with your fitness in the past and it hasn't worked out, if you go back to see, well, why did that happen? It's often related to mindset more than it is anything else. So inside there, when you first come in, there is a mindset cycle. There's an image there, which I then talk about the cycle that we go through with mindset. So that explains everything you need to know about why mindset is so important, the cycle that we all go through, but how the difference between someone that just drops off completely and quits and stops, and the person that continues and is able to complete the cycle, and it will still happen. You know, you go through ups and downs, but these people can still keep going, and that helps you to understand how you can do the same. We talk about your why power, which I talked about in my second video on motivation. So if you didn't see that, go back and have a look at that one. We've got meditation in there, relaxation techniques, sleep strategies, some time management strategies. What else? The reason those are in there, and it becomes clear when you come in and you start to read and understand about the tasks, is because we are busy, we are being stretched, more so than I think any generation has been stretched. And, you know, a lot of people say to me, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, I've got, you know, weight around my midsection, I just can't shift it no matter what I do. I've done loads of exercise, I've dieted, nothing changes. And the problem, not the problem, but the reality of our situation is in our 40s and our 50s, our metabolism slows down. We go through a lot of hormonal changes. And so what we did in our 20s is not going to work now. So we have to adapt to where our bodies are now. You know, we're all getting older. It's a natural progression, whether you like it or not. You can't change the fact that, you know, the years are ticking by. What we need to do is embrace that and accept that our body is changing and work to adapt to help our body in those changes. That means we have to lower our cortisol levels. Because of the busy nature of our life, being pulled in all different directions, you know, we might not be sleeping very well. We're not slowing down. Our cortisol levels are through the roof. And when that happens, we retain weight around our midsection. So employing strategies like meditation, and we've got quick relaxation techniques in there that you can use anywhere in the office, breathing techniques that will help you to calm things down. The meditations and the relaxation techniques and the breathings are all done by a dear friend of mine who is an incredibly experienced yoga teacher. She's practiced yoga for well over 20 years. She has the most wonderful voice. She is American and she is just lovely. And it's very, very calming and makes a change from listening to my voice. So that's a really beautiful toolbox for you to work through as well. Excuse me. Let me just answer a few questions before I move on. So I answered Catherine's. Catherine, as a rough average, how long are the daily workouts? All my workouts inside Backstage are the same as the ones that you have done in the challenge. They're 10 to 15 minutes long. All of them. Some of them are 8 minutes, some of them are 10 minutes, some of them might be 16 minutes. But on average, all the workouts are 10 or 15 minutes. So when you come in, if you're starting off at the beginner level, you're following the orange workouts, that's a 15-minute workout. If you progressed onto intermediate and you're doing orange and green, you're going to be doing more like 30 minutes. If you're advanced, you're doing even longer. So the levels are in relation to the amount of time spent, if that makes sense. So all the workouts are short, and depending on where you are on that success path dictates whether you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workouts in one session. So I hope that answers your question, Catherine. I think that also answers Rianne's question. Excellent. Alicia, do you do meal plans like you did for the 10-day challenge? I think I already answered that one. Yes, absolutely. When you join in the healthy eating section, there's a QuickStart meal plan. That was a 6-day meal plan. And that actually came with a set of instructions as a separate document, which basically said, Sunday, do this. And that had prep for the Monday. Monday, do this. So it's really, really straightforward. You know, other than doing the shopping, you know, it does everything for you apart from cook it. So it's really good. And if there are any members watching now that did that healthy eating challenge, they'll be able to comment on their experience of that. Catherine, lovely to see you live. Eldest child is back out of bed. Oh, why do they do that? Carol, can one purchase a month then decide to extend thereafter? Yes, I've had that question actually. I didn't manage to get back to, I can't remember who asked me that question. You can do that. You can sign up to the monthly package. And then if you decide that you want to then save some money and shift over to the 3-month and the 12-month, or the 12 months, not you can do that, definitely. Yeah, that is an option. Interestingly, there are a lot of people signing up for the 3-month package, and I think that's interesting because those people are coming into this with commitment and the right attitude. So they're saying, right, okay, I want results, I want to do this, and I'm going to do it for 3 months because that's, you know, it takes 3 months. Because you're going to, for the first month, you're going to be getting used to the content, you're going to be putting all this into practice, you're going to start changing some habits. You cannot do it all at the same time. So we're doing a little bit from each section, not overnight or in a week, I'm suddenly going to completely transform my eating. It's too much. You can't do it. You set yourself up for failure. So we're taking it steady, nice and slowly. Of course, some people will progress quicker than others. That's just the nature of it. But 3 months, in my opinion, is a really great option. You're also saving yourself money. It works out at $16.66 a month, I think, rather than $19.99. So saving yourself money and committing to actually getting results is my view. But yes, there is the option. Jackie, how long is the member window open? The membership is closing on at midnight on Sunday, which I think is the 23rd of June, midnight on Sunday. I'm not extending that. Some people are already asking me to extend it to the following week. I'm not doing that because, you know, I have to set out my schedule and what I'm doing, and I am prioritising from next week dealing with my members. So I want to, you know, draw a line on it on Sunday and shift on Monday, say, right, come on, all the members, and we work together. I don't want people coming in later and trying to catch up. So yeah, that is a hard deadline. It's midnight Sunday. Alison, I have IBS with various food triggers. Your meal plans incorporate FODMAP. FODMAP. I have a yes. I don't have a specific FODMAP diet at the moment inside the Healthy Eating Hub. However, Alison, if that is something that you want, I did create a FODMAP diet for another course, so I can do that inside Backstage. So if you come in and that's something that you are interested in, then that's something that we can incorporate, absolutely. I want you to know that, and tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I'm talking to some of the members. They're going to come on live with me and chat to you, and you can ask them questions. And I will ask them to talk about this particular issue, which is I am always asking my members what they want. I want you as a member to dictate the content. Obviously the content is already there, but there's no point in me constantly saying, now you need this, now you need that. Once you get going, you start to understand, I want a little bit more of that. I'm not really using that. I really find this useful. I find this part of the support useful. I find this program useful. I find this diet useful, whatever it is. I have constant feedback from the members. I ask for it. They are very open with me about the things they're enjoying, the things they're finding challenging. So absolutely, when you come in, that's the content and you just deal with it. It's an ongoing process. I put new content in there regularly. So if there are things that people need, if you need it, someone else is going to want it anyway. So it's very flexible. Let's see. I also had IBS, Alison. One thing I would suggest, the thing that really worked well for me was a probiotic called Simprove. It's amazing. I take it daily and it really, really helped. Obviously, your diet needs to be fairly good as well, but Simprove as a probiotic is excellent. You can get it on Amazon. I'm not an affiliate. Okay, so those are the questions so far, I think. So how is it delivered? So all of the content, how do you receive it? How do you use it? So once you join, you have access to all of it. It's not drip fed. I don't hide parts of it from new members and give older members more content. None of that. Everyone has access to everything. And you are encouraged to do that new member assessment. I don't want you to come in and look at it and just start flailing around. I want you to come in and follow the instructions so that you are really clear on what it is you need to do. And then follow those action steps for your stage. You also get a weekly email from me on a Sunday morning, usually, yes, Sunday morning. And that email tells you, okay, this week we are following week 3 of the June workout calendar. You can print the workout calendars off as a PDF if you want to stick them on your fridge, or inside the membership, in the monthly calendar, you can navigate to there and you can click on the workouts in the calendar and it takes you to the workout. Or in the email, it says, we're on week 3 of the June workout calendar, these are your workouts. And it lists the workouts, day 1 workouts, day 2 workouts, color coded, so that all you have to do is click, much like the challenge, click on the link and it takes you to the workout. You do need to be signed in to Backstage, obviously, because the content is in there, but provided you're signed in on your device, then clicking the link in the email will take you straight to the workout. So you don't even need to think about anything. So that works really, really well. So you're not getting a daily email because, trust me, eventually that will drive you insane. Better to have the one email and, set up a new folder in your email and drag them in there so that you don't need to start trawling through all your emails trying to find my email that's telling you what to do tomorrow. Stick it in a folder and then you've got it there. You just click on the email, click on the workout, you're done. So it's really, really, that works really well for your workouts. If we're doing challenges, it takes you through to the challenge. And in the meantime, you're working through your action steps. But in terms of the workouts, that is very straightforward, much like the challenge. The workouts are streamed to your device. Some people can get them onto their television. There's various different ways of doing that, and I do explain that in the onboarding sequence when you come in, how you can do that. It's just easier if you have it on your TV on a bigger screen. So you can do that as well. When you join, you get access to a members Facebook group. It's a closed group, it's just for members, and I am in there most days. So we have a daily accountability post where we ask people, what are your goals for this week? And then we assess, at the end of the week, have you done it? And how are people getting on? And what's lovely about that group, you don't have to be on Facebook to be in Backstage, but what is lovely about this group, if someone's struggling, if someone's having, issues, if they're injured, not feeling well, everyone jumps in and rallies around them and motivates them, and it's such a lovely, lovely group of ladies. And if you found being in the Ballet Fitness Lifestyle Hub motivating during the challenge, you're going to find this even better. They're really focused, lovely, lovely human beings. So I'm in there most days, and then I'm in there every single week to do a Q&A. So if you have a question during the week about anything, really, anything, we talk about all sorts, then you can post that question. It might be, I don't quite understand the position I should be in for this particular workout, or I'm having trouble, this is feeling sore, what kind of stretch can I do for that? Anything you can think of, stiff neck, what can I do? And then I'm always on my mat for those live workouts. So I'm demonstrating, chatting. If there aren't many questions one week, I'll answer a few questions, and then I just talk about whatever I think is going to be relevant for you. So those chats are really lovely, they're very interactive. And then once a month we do a live workout, which I've mentioned as well. So that's how the content is delivered to you. Let me just check, see what other questions. Alison, I looked at probiotic. I follow a FODMAP already, but thanks for the helpful tip. Great. Nikki loves food chat. Excellent. Me too. Let's see, Maria. How do we join? Maria, there is a link. I'm going to post the link underneath. Can I do that now? Oh. Let's see if I can do that now. Oh. I'm not going to risk it because I'm going to end up turning it off or something. As soon as we're done, I'll post the link, but it's a link to join. It takes you to the sales page, tells you all about the membership, and you just click join on there and select which option you want to take, whether it's, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but you just choose which option you want to take. Are there workouts every day, or do you get any days off? What happens if you miss a day? Michelle. Yeah, you can. So there are rest days. You can choose to work out every day. You don't have to do that every day. You can choose to do 4 or 5. I would suggest 4 to 5 days minimum of the 10 to 15 minute workout. Absolutely, because that's where you're going to see results and where you're going to start really feeling change in yourself and your habits. So I would definitely recommend 4 to 5 days. None of this is set in stone. So lots of people, sometimes a member will come in the group and say, I'm going on holiday next week, I want to keep it up, what would you suggest? Should I do this or should I do that? And then we have a chat. So when you're in there, someone else is asking me, I do lots of other forms of exercise, I do HIIT, I do this, so how do I fit that in with my other forms of exercise? We talk about it and we plan that when you come in. So don't worry, when you come in, I don't disappear. I'm there to help you. I want you to succeed. Honestly, I do. So, yeah, any questions like that, we'll sort out, Michelle. Actually, when you first come in, one of the first steps you are asked to do is to complete the Backstage Planner. That is a document. If you watched my Making Time video, the first one I did in this series during the challenge, that showed you a table that you can use to work out where your pockets of time are during your week. In Backstage, it's a bit more comprehensive, and you chart out everything on that table, and it helps you to shift things around, try and make time. And so if you are asking that question because you have other workouts, or you want to do 4 to 5 days, then that's when you will plan that. And I would encourage people, once they've done their planner, to post it in the group, have people comment, have me help you do that. Absolutely fine. That's what I'm here for. So is Backstage right for you? I've gone through all the content, I've gone through how it's delivered, but it is right for you if you want to make a change, if you have the commitment to do that, because it does take effort. There are no quick fixes when it comes to fitness. There just isn't. I wish we could pop a pill and be, but it's not like that. It's like anything else worth doing in life takes effort, and it does take effort. So if you're committed to doing it and you've got the right attitude, you just need the support network, you need guidance, you need a step-by-step process that's laid out for you. It's totally for you. People like Amanda, who followed the step-by-step path, and within 2 weeks she was reporting, I've lost inches off my thighs. People like Erin, who has been in the membership for a while. Erin has 5 children, and she had completely lost her way with fitness and didn't know where to start. And within a short period of time, people were commenting on her arms, saying, what happened to your arms? They look amazing. What are you doing? And she said, I'm doing these ballet workouts. They were like, ballet? You look like you're lifting weights. So she was thrilled because other people were noticing the changes in her as well. But it's not just about aesthetics. It's about how you feel. And that's really important to me. It's far more important that we feel good. And after all, you're putting this effort in so you feel more confident, so you feel healthy. Lots of different reasons. It's not always about aesthetics, but providing you feel good, I'm happy. So who shouldn't join Backstage? It's not for you if you're thinking, yeah, I'll, dip in, I'll see what it's like, I'll kind of check things out. It's not quite the right attitude to go into this, I'll be honest with you. And you can't change your habits with that attitude. It's not going to happen. You can't kind of get your health back on track. If you want to get your health back on track, you've got to put the effort in. You're not going to kind of get it back, if you see where I'm going with this. So someone with the right attitude and the commitment, who needs the support and the guidance, is the right person for Backstage. And the price, so how much does it cost? If you haven't yet seen this on the sales page, there's 3 different options. There's the try it out, which is $19.99 a month, and that's a recurring monthly subscription, but you can cancel anytime. There's no contracts, it's cancel anytime. Or there's get results, which is the 3-month option, and that's $49.99, so it works out cheaper per month. And that's a recurring 3-month plan. So at the end of the 3 months, it will repeat unless you cancel it. And you are reminded when your enrolment is coming to an end and due to be renewed. So you will be reminded of that. And then there is the 12-month option, which is £179, but you get 3 months free. So you're getting 12 months for the price of 9 if you commit to the 12 months. So those are the 3 options, and you've got alternatives to that. Of course you do. You can go it alone. You can, lots of people have PTs, but they cost a lot of money. They cost, hundreds of pounds to have your own personal trainer. You can attend classes. I teach weekly classes, but my classes are £10 or £11 per class for a 1-hour class. My private sessions would be between £50 and £60 for an hour, but I don't do them because I don't have the time. But if I did, that's how much minimum I would charge. And you've just got to think about how much it would cost to master this yourself, going it alone and trying to find, getting overwhelmed and procrastinating and trying to find free videos on the internet and all of this sort of thing. But more than that, more than the financial cost to you, you need to, or a way of framing it is, what is the cost to you of not doing it? So if you don't continue, if you've done these 10 workouts and you've seen change, and I know some people are seeing their body getting stronger in a matter of 7, 8, 9 days, if you can see that happening and you're enjoying it and you can see that this would fit into your lifestyle and become you, then you need to think more about, rather than the cost of joining, is the cost of not doing it. Where are you going to end up? And are you going to be back on that same cycle where you try and do it yourself again and then you get back into that same pattern of behaviour? So that's just an alternative way of looking at it. And you know, even if you were to go for the monthly option, $19.99, that's £5 a week. It's less than 2 coffees a week. So if you drink coffee from, you know, one of the well-known high street coffee shops, that's less than 2 coffees a week. And actually, you're encouraged to reduce your coffee intake when you come in. That's part of one of the first tasks in the healthy eating section. If you drink a lot of coffee, I'm encouraging you to reduce it. So that's going to reduce your cost if you're actually paying for them in these shops. So it's, you know, a question of framing it in your mind as to the value of this. And I know that those of you with children would not bat an eyelid about paying for your daughter to attend ballet class, or your son to attend ballet class, or a tennis academy, or football coaching, swimming lesson, all of these things. We don't bat an eyelid because guess what? We put them first. And I'm not saying you should pull your children out of all their activities to pay for Backstage. Of course not. But where do you fit in all of this? At what point are you going to prioritise looking after yourself? Because if you're not fit and healthy, you're not going to be in the pool up and down with the kids on holiday, because you're not going to feel fit enough to do it. You've got to, you know, look after yourself too. And the one thing that always inspires me on days where I don't want to work out, I don't feel like it, I push on through because of my kids. I do it for my kids because I want to be around for a long time for my kids. I want to do all the things I currently do with them. I'm really active with them. We have running races, and I'm still cartwheeling in the summer in the garden, not in front of any other adults. But all of those things, and I think it's good for my kids to see that I'm, you know, saying, hang on a minute, no, I'm just doing my workout. I'm just going for a run. You need to wait. Because I'm modelling a healthy lifestyle to them. They know how important and how I do prioritise my health and fitness. They see that. They accept it as the norm. So I'm hoping that without me preaching to them, that's just, you know, how they will lead their lives. Who knows what will happen when they hit teenage years? But nevertheless, we can only try our best. Darlene, how much is it in American dollars? You would have to check the exchange rate. So I have an app on my phone that does that, so I can answer that question for you now. Of course, it will fluctuate. But today, so for example, no, that's not the right way around. Pounds into dollars, Sarah. Yeah, maths is not a strong point. So $19.99 today in dollars would be the equivalent of $25. So £19.99 is $25. So yeah, you can get an app and find that out, but of course that will fluctuate depending on exchange rates, so forth. Any other questions? Okay. I'm just seeing if I've missed anything. If anyone's got any questions, please do shout. As I say, I answered a question. Enrollment does close at midnight on Sunday the 23rd. That is a hard deadline. I'm not extending it because I have already planned next week for my members, and you know, I want to be in there. I want to support the people that are coming in. So I'm sorry, but it is a hard deadline, midnight on Sunday. And questions? Okay. Yeah, it's, you know, as you're trying to work out what you're going to do backstage, as you're looking to make the decision, you know, I know that you feel overwhelmed with all of this, with fitness and health, and you know, not least because everything we read in the newspaper every day tells us something different. You know, now we're supposed to eat loads of avocados, or we're not supposed to eat loads of avocados, and now it's confusing. It's really confusing, but it doesn't need to be. It's actually very, very simple. But life can get overwhelming because of our busy schedule, and you know, it can seem like an ongoing competition for our time, and sometimes we don't win the competition. Sometimes the wheels fall off, we drop several balls while we're juggling everything. But Backstage is there to try and take that away, to try and at least remove the frustration, remove the overwhelm, at least in relation to you and your health and fitness. It guides you, it makes it very simple, it helps you on a daily basis, and you have the support that you need inside the group. So hopefully, you know, you will consider joining us. Enrollment is open. I will drop the link below. You don't need to feel that way about your life. You don't need to have that overwhelm. It can totally be resolved with some effort and some support. So, you know, ask yourself this as I close up, which is, you know, what is important to you in your life right now? Really, what is important to you? It's not going to be, I want to lose inches off my thighs. It just isn't. Whilst that might be nice, and, you know, who doesn't want to do that? But it's, you know, it's health. It's about being happy, about being confident, about longevity, about adapting for your body, about energy levels, about having fun and enjoying your body, connecting with your body, understanding the changes that are happening in your body, embracing those changes. Yes, fine-tune your body. But don't feel bad about your body. Love your body, and that's a whole other topic. I'm not going to go down that path right now. That's for a Q&A, one of the weekly Q&As. But just think, you know, this is now your opportunity to take action and take away all of those feelings that have perhaps sat with you for many years when you've tried to do this before and it hasn't quite worked out. This is your opportunity to make that change and take that action and put all of this into practice. And I would love to help you do that. So if you've got any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, please do reach out and ask inside the group, or you can email me. But enrollment will close midnight on Sunday. We've still got one more day left of the challenge, which is tomorrow. And tomorrow night, 9 p.m, on this page again, I'll be chatting with some of the Backstage members, and they're just going to walk through, you know, what life was like before they joined Backstage, why they joined, were they happy that they joined? I'm assuming they were, because they stayed. You know, the challenges that they've faced, the successes that they've had, just generally their view. So you're not just listening to me say it. And then if you can join us, you can ask them anything. They're lovely. They will answer any question openly and honestly with you. So I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. Let me just check. Alexandra, as women, we must strive to put ourselves first from time to time, no guilt. Absolutely. And not just from time to time, every day. We've got to carve time out, even if it's just for 5 minutes, to focus on breathing to calm yourself down in the moment. That's focusing on you, that's connecting with your body. And some of us don't do that all day. So, you know, baby steps, changing the habits is where we need to be. Sadie, if I sign up to a 3-month membership and pay the 4 installments after the year, could I then revert to yearly? Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Alexandra, I've joined and found Sarah extremely professional and the workouts are fantastic. I know I need to take part in more sessions, but it's all there for you to be as involved as much or as little as you want. Thank you, Alexandra. That's really kind of you to hop on and say that. And yes, do come and join us more inside the group. That would be great. But I know life takes over, things get in the way, and, you know, as I say, we're pulled in lots of different directions. But yeah, that's really nice, actually, Alexandra, to have a member finish off like that for me. So thank you for that. But I'll drop the link below this video to sign up, because I know some of you are asking for that. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. Don't be shy. You can email me if you don't want to ask in the group. And hopefully I will see you again tomorrow night, so you can meet some of the members face to face, as it were, virtually, at 9 o'clock. All right, ladies, those of you that have joined me, thank you so much. I hope you found that helpful, and I hope to see some of you inside Backstage very soon. Okay, take care.